Hi, everybody. Welcome to TonCast episode 6. Now, the reason why I'm having this TonCast is basically because I'm new in this game. I'm like a baby vlogger, media kind of person. And, you know, I'm thinking that I should learn it through experience. Like, throw me in the fire, let me do it. But I also thought about it. Like, one of the other ways to learn is actually hear it out from someone who's been doing it before, like for a while already. And that's why I'm very lucky to have a friend of mine, the lovely Cara Eriguel. Hi, Cara. Hello. Hi.
Hello, Toncasters.
Wow, I have. Is that a thing? Oh my gosh. Well, just to let you guys know, like she's been doing it for a while. This is like I don't have all those tech stuff, and I don't even have a ring light. I'm lucky that the place where I'm staying at has like a lamp, and I'm just like light it up. But yeah, hi Cara, thanks for making time for me. I mean, I know you're
Hi,
busy.
Ton. Of
Nice.
course. Ikaw nga ba?
Wow,
Of course, I'm gonna make time for you.
wow.
Oh, but you look pretty legit, dude. You have a headset. Your lighting's pretty good. I didn't even because I thought in my head it was gonna be just like a podcast, so audio. Usually when you hear podcast, right, you think automatically it's just
Right,
audio. So
right.
I didn't fix up or anything. I didn't put my lights on, and then ko na lang na-realize. So nag-lip tint naman ako tsaka cheek tint. But
Okay, hey, looking good still. It looks natural. I love it. I mean, hey, you
thank
have
you.
you have the mic, and I think that's what I need. Those mics. They have it hanging here, and it looks legit. The most I can do is the
Yeah.
headset, but
You can
you
get
know,
those like really cheap here though. I don't know where you can get those there.
yeah, in Australia, I am not sure, but then I don't know. Let's see. But yeah. But anyways, guys, so I have Cara here. She's been doing this for a while, and I'm trying to learn as much. So I just want to get to know more about Cara. So before we actually start asking questions, maybe, hey, Cara, can you just give us like a short intro about like who you are?
Whoa.
Wow, who's Cara Eriguel? Oh my gosh!
that's that's such a I was telling Ton earlier off the air that the toughest for me honestly is doing interviews on the other end. Like I'm
Right.
so used to and I really enjoy asking people questions, but when I'm the one being asked, especially this question, ang hirap pala. Like I
Right.
love asking this, 'di ba? Parang tell me something about yourself. And you're just like, okay, waiting. But it's so much pressure to answer. Or is that just me? Anyway, okay. That's my long answer to your very short question. Describe myself. I am a host, a TV and events host. I am also a podcaster. Now I can call myself that officially because I've just been recently added to the roster of Podcast Network
Wow!
Asia.
Congrats! Yes.
Yay, thank you. Yeah, so I'm a podcaster, a TV and events host, a former radio DJ, and now I live with a pug. I am a pug mom. I am engaged to one of your best friends.
Yes. Yes. Got lucky there.
Yes, and I have a podcast called After 30 with Cara Eriguel. There you go.
Awesome. Wow. See what I'm dealing with, guys? This is why she's here. This is why she's
What?
here. So whoever is listening or watching this and wants to start something like this, like you're in the right place. I'm trying to find out how she did it. Right? It's great, great. Yes, she is engaged to one of my best friends, and they have a pug. Yes. Wow, look at that ring.
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah. So guys, you might actually hear the name of their pug is Pugsley, right? Yeah, so you might actually hear him from time. There you go.
There you go. Right
Well,
on cue.
right on cue. He's listening. That's why. So like, yep, that's me. I'm here. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, great. So yeah, so I guess we could get started. I just want to. I guess one of the typical things I want to ask is like the first question is, what got you started? I mean, why did you want to be doing this career? Like in the media, because it's not just media. You're a host, right? I mean, it's not just podcasting. You're a host, and you were even in a movie. I love it. So, like, how did it start? How did it start for you?
Hmm. Well, my course in college was theater arts. So
Okay.
I've really loved acting and performing ever since I was in grade school. I was always in the theater club, grade school, high school, and then college. I decided to take up theater arts, thinking I was gonna be an artist.
Oh, you are now. You are. Okay.
Well, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I
Like
get.
the starving artist. Like I'm never gonna sell out. The
Awesome.
theater is my love and all that. But
Wow.
yeah, so I really thought I was gonna be an actress, actress slash writer, somewhere arts talaga
Arts.
afterwards. But yeah, but when I was in college, I needed to make money.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to make money. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Give me
No worries. Do your
30
thing.
seconds. I have a dog.
It's okay. This is part of
Puppy,
so.
no.
So, guys, like I said, so Pugsy's
Here,
part
you
of this
join us.
podcast.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. Hello. Hi. Look at that tongue. Look at that tongue. Oh my god.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I think I started hosting for friends in college. Like I had friends in fraternities.
Okay.
And they had events all the time,
Mm.
right? So I had a couple friends who asked me, "Oy, Cara, wag kas makapal my face." Yun lang talaga. That was really, and I love talking, and I love like getting people together, and
Mhm.
getting a crowd together. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
So I started for friends events, and seriously, they only paid me in beers.
Oh, okay.
Like like my first legit event was in the parking lot in UP.
Okay.
And they paid me like 4 beers, mga ganon. And then
Yeah.
it graduated to hosting for gigs for friends, and then $1,000, and then a couple of beers.
Right.
I was really just enjoying,
Right.
And then, but yeah, and then a friend of mine was going to audition for a show for TV5.
Mm-hmm.
I went with her. We auditioned together. I got it.
Nice.
And that's where it started. It was actually called Take 5. Take 5. Yeah, Take 5.
Take 5.
I was kind of
Oh,
VJing for that.
okay. Great. So
That's when it all started.
awesome. So like it's like you were doing it for friends for so I mean, but from hearing it, like ever since like the artist world, that's where you wanted to be. Like you were going through it, and
Yeah.
then the hosting gig was actually not where you wanted to be, was it? It was just like for you to get money. Interesting.
Yeah, and it was for fun. I was really enjoying doing it. So, yes, to make money a little bit, but also because I was really having a lot of fun
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
doing
fun.
it.
It's fun, right, Bugs?
Beer nga yung bayad sa akin eh.
Oh, pala. Yeah, 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 yeah. Beer, then $1,000 and a few beers, and then okay. So TV5. Oh, so you started in TV5, actually. Yeah, that's where you started.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, awesome.
I did
Cool.
Take 5, and then I did a gag show called Loco Moco High.
Wow, wow.
I did
Okay.
that for like 2 years with Sana Alex Gonzaga, Sana
Alex Gonzaga.
Empoy.
Wait a minute. Okay, so people who follow me, I'm actually a fan of Alex Gonzaga.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, that is why I do the chambe all the time, everywhere I go. That is wow. Okay, wow, Alex Gonzaga, great. That's cool. So, oh man, oh wow. So it's
That was a decade ago.
I know it was a while, huh? It was a while back, but great. It's good. But I think my question is like, so you were starting off doing like the gigs, the hosting, or like as you were going higher, like you did the TV shows. Were you scared?
All
Like,
the time.
you were scared. Okay, like before.
Until
like,
now.
Until now. Okay, that's good to hear. I mean, not in a. I mean, you know what I mean. Like for people who are like me, I'm starting, and I do get scared. Even before this, I was kind of anxious. But hearing it from you, you get that from time to time.
Yeah, I still do. It never goes away. If anything, like that's one of the pieces of advice that I can give for
Mhm.
people who want to start.
Mm-hmm.
To you,
Yeah, to me.
is that the fear never goes away. Like for example, for me, for hosting, especially for hosting live events and for in front of the camera,
Mhm.
it's always there. But I guess, because I'm a very anxious person,
Okay.
I've learned to use the fear and turn it into, kasi there's a very thin line dividing. Yung that feeling, you're sweating,
Yeah.
your heart's racing, right? It's fear and excitement.
Yeah.
Yun lang yun eh. There's a very, very thin line. So you just shift the fear, the feeling of fear to excitement. And you use that energy because you do need that energy when you host, when you
Right.
speak, when you relate to people. So instead of being afraid of the fear or being bothered or stunted by the fear, you use the fear.
Wow. Okay. That is very Coach Carter. Oh man. I don't know if you remember. I don't know
Oh,
if you
is
ever.
it?
Yeah, yeah, like yeah. The greatest fear is fear
I
itself.
remember the movie.
All right. So
Ah.
yeah. So you using it. That's good. And by the way, is that Kanami coffee? Am I saying it right?
Yes, it's Kanami coffee from Mati Davao Oriental. Chocolatey with a zero acidity. And yes, it's very, very good.
We're not sponsored, but that's good stuff. All right, but yeah, so okay, the fear you use it instead because like I guess what gets kind of scary is that I get that like use the fear, but at times like in my experience when I hosted a couple of times I tend to or let's not use hosting. Let's say for even class, like so I'm studying, you know that, right? So sometimes in my presentations, I'm the one talking. I am also scared. And what happens is I tend to talk really fast.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So like how would you fix that? Like is there it's practice, I guess. Huh. Practice.
Practice, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Experience, but that's also me.
That's
I
you.
had this problem. That's I'm the same way because I did radio.
Oh, okay.
Radio, ang training sa radio, diba? You have a very short window to
Mm.
speak until the next song comes on.
All
So
right.
nasanay ako to speak fast. And
Okay.
then I was hosting for this thing. Oh no, I was hosting for O Shopping at the
Okay.
time. And then I was talking really fast. They're like, slow down.
Oh, they
People
would
will
tell you.
understand you more, diba,
Okay.
when you slow down. But apart from that, it's also because you have so much, there's so much you want to say,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
But also you're using it to mask your fear at the same time. You
Right.
feel
Right.
like if you keep talking, you won't look like you're scared. You won't look like you're
Right. Right. Like
nervous,
yeah.
right? So just breathe through it. So cliche, but it's so
Yeah.
true.
That is, yeah.
Like if you feel like it's diba, it comes up, it's from here, it's from the gut, and then it goes up, and then you start talking fast. Da, da, da. You just stop for a bit, and then
Breathe.
had one deep breath, and it
Right.
really helps. Or right before you get on stage, or before you do this, or before
Yeah.
you present in front of the class, take 5 deep breaths.
Right.
There's really a science to it, eh?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It
Yeah.
helps ground you.
Right. And also because like usually when you're what do they call it? Like there's a part that you're in the zone anyways. Like you just forget about it, the fear, and then you're just keep on going. So that's where I hope to be at one point when I'm doing all these hostings and stuff. Like at one point, like I don't care. Whatever. Just go. You know? And I think one of the biggest fears, the reason why people get scared is like in your case, you said you're a radio jock, right? That's called radio jock. Now a lot of people are listening to you. Does that freak you out? Well, like when you first started, does that freak you out? Oh man, there's a lot of people listening to me. I can't screw up or something like that.
I think that's what really gets in your head when you get into this line of work,
Right.
right? There's always that fear of making a mistake, of sounding stupid, because a lot
Yeah.
of people will listen or hear and see and experience your mistake.
Right. It
It's
is what
still
it is.
scary, yes, but it is what it is. It's fine. Make a mistake, you learn to laugh at yourself.
Yeah.
Wala namang perfect. Nobody does it perfect the first, second, third, fourth time. Even until now, I still make mistakes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
So
yeah.
yes, it is scary, but that's why it's fun because
Yeah.
not a lot of people can do it.
That is true. I would see it as like that is your skill. You get to go through that pressure. Like people are watching you and you can hack it. Not you're right. Not everyone can do that. I guess
It's a gift. It's your
it's a
gift.
it's a gift. Oh, I like that. It's a gift. Definitely a gift. I mean, I guess in was it harder? Which one was more? Sorry, I'm sticking to the fear because I feel like a lot of people, that is what they're talking about. That's why they don't
Mm-hmm.
even do this in the first place. Like they
Mm-hmm.
want to, but they don't do it, right? And I guess which was harder? Was it the radio DJing harder, or was like being like people can see you more pressure?
Mm, it's different.
It is.
They're both hard.
Mm-hmm.
They're both really fun. But I guess in terms of preparation, because when you host live events, you have to be 150% present. You have to
Right.
look good, you have to smell good, you have to
Mm. Yeah.
think good, right? You have to
Right.
be on your toes.
Right.
So that's also a different kind of energy altogether. But whereas with radio, it needs more it needs more from here, right? Because people don't see you anyway.
Yeah.
But you need to be faster, you need to have more content in a sense because you're only given a certain amount of time to speak.
Right.
So you
Right.
have to be able to catch because people don't see you, you have to catch them with what you're saying, which
Wow.
in a way can also be harder because right, so how do you convince people to stay tuned in
Yeah.
without them seeing who you are, what you look like.
Right. I never thought
So
about that.
they're
Yeah.
both, yeah, they're tough, both of them, just different,
Right.
but
Right.
both are really fun. I remembered something about fear because we're focusing on that
Yeah.
anyway, right? And you were asking a while ago, does it ever go away? Do you still feel it? And I still do every single time. My armpits still get wet.
Yeah.
My hands
Yeah.
still shake. You can ask Pao. On our first year, he used to accompany me to hostings, and he would see me.
Like you were.
Like I still get scared.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all the time. And then once you're on the stage, it's like there's a switch that goes on, and it's a completely different person. But apart from using the fear, um, it's also nice to remember that once the fear goes away, then it must mean you're not as excited about it anymore,
That makes so much sense. It's like you don't
right?
care.
Parang there's no more exactly, and there's no more. I like for me at least, there's no more room for growth because when you're afraid, you're still in your head, diba? You're still not perfect. You got this, yes, but there's still room for improvement. I might make a mistake, la da da, and all these things. So at least you're still open to improving.
I love that. I love that. And you could actually connect that to not just what we're talking about, but in life in general. So if you are afraid of something, that actually might be a good thing. Like it matters to you. Like it
Mm-hmm.
matters to you, and you're being challenged. You're going inside your comfort zone, out of your comfort zone, and you're just
Exactly.
flowing. Wow. Wow, I didn't know this is so philosophical and stuff. Or like, wow. Okay, I love it. Okay, the psyche. All right, great. That makes sense. Yes, the fear. Like, you know, fear is just, that is the worst fear. Fear. Yeah. And it's
And
good.
it's when you experience fear, it's not really that you're a wuss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hindi ka it's not that you're not brave. It's different. It's like us as human beings, well, all creatures in general experience fear, right? As for survival.
Right.
It's your body's way of telling you to, diba? Oh, dog. Sorry.
Go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing.
Sorry. No. It's like every time I don't give him attention for more than 2-3 minutes, wala, he goes crazy.
He's
He
like,
just
Mommy,
wants
please, please. Oh, there you go. Hey, buddy. He's like, let me join the podcast. Wow. Hello.
Did you hear that?
I heard it. I heard it. He's like, oh my gosh. What a cute guy.
He should
Um,
have his own podcast.
He should. Like, oh my gosh. I can imagine him in videos. And I do watch your videos of him in it. I think I saw one in Instagram one time. He was in it. Cutie. Wow, wow, wow. But yeah,
Okay.
that is just amazing about the fear and stuff. That's a good topic to talk about. And I guess um when you, now that you're not a radio jock, you're a host, but what made you decide to do a podcast? Like, how did it start for you?
Because I missed radio. I missed talking so much. I missed having a microphone
Right.
so much. But if you get a chance to listen to my podcast, my first ever episode is actually talking about this, my
Mhm.
fear of starting my own podcast. Yeah, and the title of that podcast is actually "How Do We Do This?"
Yeah, I did listen to that, and people should listen.
Oh,
to
you
that.
did?
I did.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're
But yeah,
welcome.
I've been wanting to. Even before I quit radio, I wanted to start a podcast already. I had my microphones. Like now, I've been wanting to vlog. I have lights and everything and a camera, but I still. There's always that.
Okay.
It's a different kind of fear. Right? Because you're
Right.
so afraid. It's already all. It's all here. It's all in the head. Like, but what do I have to say? Who will listen to me? Why? Who's gonna watch me? But I wanted to do the podcast because of that.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
I wanted to, because people will always listen.
Right.
People will always diba?
Yeah.
People watch the weirdest things and listen to randomest ish.
Yeah. They do.
Alam ko pwede ako magmura.
I mean, no, you can. It's okay. But yeah, they do. Like, wow.
Right. So but yeah, I wanted to do a podcast because I love talking. I love hosting. I sometimes I talk too much. Ask Pao. And there has to be an avenue for that. It has, right?
Right.
If you find yourself, and for those who are watching this right now who still haven't started, but have it in the back of their minds that they want to, but they're too afraid.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do it already because you're afraid. You know what I mean? Like and because there's so much energy cooped up in you, there's so much knowledge, there's so much energy that you just want to share to people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Podcasting, talking about it, will be a great way for you to start, a great place for you to start.
Right.
Because you can do it in your home, even without the video.
Yeah.
Right?
And like you said, like we were talking offline about this, but if you hear podcasts, usually there's no video. It's actually like right. And yeah, and I guess you're right. I agree with you. And honestly, if you just start, it kind of feels good. Like, and then after you do episode per episode, you're not getting scared anymore, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you just
Bahala lang. Let's just do it. Because if you get stuck on, oh, what's my brand? Oh, what's my logo gonna be? Oh, what do I talk about? Like I won't start until I have all this and this and this and this and this and this, and then you'll never start.
That is true, Cara. You know what? When you're saying that, that's where I was. I was thinking exactly what you were saying, and that's why I didn't want to start. Exactly. Yeah. You just go. You should just go, and then build up as you go.
Yeah.
Understood. Because I feel like also as you're going, you'll get to find out what your podcast or whatever you're doing, what character it's going to be like. Wow.
Like for YouTubers, for example, since idol mo rin naman si Alex Gonzaga, right? Let's talk about her.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my God.
But yeah, I was I was lucky enough to work with her again a few months. Oh no, last year.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, I worked with her again. Her and this girl called Mimiya. She has a vlog too. Yeah. She's everywhere here in the Philippines. But she's really funny. I love her. But anyway, so I was asking them, how do you guys do it? Like, how did you get here? Because they have millions and millions of subscribers, right? And followers. And they put out videos every week. And they're just like, just do it. Just do whatever. They don't sometimes. Yeah, and sometimes they don't even think about it anymore. But be yourself. Like, be authentically you without thinking about what people are going to... Of course, now iba na because they have sponsors and everything, right?
Right.
That's their business already. They have a brand. But to start, like, no YouTube vlogger or no podcaster starts naman puts out their first episode and gets 1 million listens and like 1 million views, right?
Yeah.
if you go way back, their first videos or podcasts, it's always just like 101 views and whatever. Diba?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, you have to start somewhere. And
Right.
then I guess uh, once you keep doing it and people start to know you, yun pa pala, you have to be consistent. This is also
Ah,
something that I need to keep telling myself.
okay.
Uh, because of course, if you wanna do well, and if you, of course, you don't want to just do well, you want to be
Great.
diba, better than most,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to be great. You have to commit to it. You have to be consistent. People have to know when they can listen to you, where they can listen to you, where they can catch you, what you're all about.
Right.
So for them to be able to get there, you have to be consistent.
Yeah, like the schedule it. Like every Thursday, you're gonna hear something. Like they're expecting that,
Yeah,
and that's how you get the
they look
viewers.
forward to it.
There, they look forward to it. It's a better word. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, that's interesting. And I do agree that a lot of the YouTubers, podcasters, they don't get much views at the start. Because before I did this, I was actually doing my research and trying to check other YouTubers. And like my favorite YouTuber, I don't know if you know him, his name's Kev Jumba. He doesn't do it anymore. But his very first video, he wasn't even talking. He was just dancing and he didn't get much views either. And then he started talking and then it was started to build up. But exactly what you said, being authentic, that's you. And I think what people are worried about are the haters. There will be haters, right? No matter what. And I guess in your case, have you ever experienced that? Are there haters that go at you and stuff?
Yeah. Mm, okay, but there was one time. This was my birthday last year. I hosted for it was a sponsored parang docu-series thing for
Mm-hmm.
Netflix.
Oh, okay.
So we went to Cebu
Wow.
and street food for that street Netflix Street Food Asia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But we went around Cebu to try it was for like a Facebook thing. So it was for a social media campaign.
Right.
Anyway, so of course I was there as a host, as a talent, but I had a script.
Mhm.
So I had to read in the beginning of the script, like we're here in Cebu, which is actually derived from the word sebo, which means fat, blah 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 blah. And honestly, when I was reading it, I was like, really? That's where Cebu came from?
Mhm.
Sebo, fat, really?
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, syempre, I believe them because it was their research, whatever. And then it came out on the eve of my birthday. Buti lang I was in Mati. I didn't have at the time internet was really bad then.
Mhm.
But apparently it was wrong.
Okay.
Of course, Cebuanos were offended.
Mhm.
And they thought because it was vlog style and it was my face the whole time, who's this stupid bitch? Who's this blah blah blah?
Yeah.
Ganyan, parang ganon, like hardcore bash and thousands talaga of, and some of them even went out of their way to email me.
Wow.
Yeah, hoy miss blah blah, mali yung information mo, la da da, ganon.
Wow.
And I was, of course, the production team were super apologizing, la la la. They were thinking about taking it down, but it was it was paid for by the brand, blah blah blah. And buta na lang pa was also there, but I really chose not to just mind it. Of
Mhm.
course, I cried about it because
Of course.
I thought, and I was angry at the team. Then because I might lose my job,
You're right.
right? My credibility as a host
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
is now on the line because of this mistake. Diba? Parang, hindi pa man din ako sumisikat, babagsakan niyo na ako.
That is, I
But,
get you. Yeah.
so I chose not to reply to any hate posts or
Mhm.
any hate emails, whatever. And then, sakto, have you ever heard of Brene Brown?
No, I've never. What is that?
Ooh, check her out.
Okay.
What is that? She
See,
is a
I don't know.
person.
Oh, see, I didn't know. Okay, now I know. Wow, completely knowledge. Okay, go.
Brene Brown is a writer. She's a person. She's a researcher. She's a speaker. You can check her out on TED
Mm-hmm.
Talks also. But she has an episode on Netflix called Daring Greatly, if I'm not mistaken. But so she was talking about this. She was talking about the fear. And this was sakto at the same time that I was experiencing this was when I watched when I chose to watch her episode.
Right.
And she was talking about this particular like she said haters, for example, or people who tell you you're not good enough, or
Right.
people who tell you can't do this or that, or you're bad at this or that. Just imagine you doing what you're doing. Like, for example, me as a host, I'm the one in the arena, I'm the one fighting, and those haters, those bashers are just watching in the general ad.
Yeah.
Gen ad viewers lang sila.
Right. That's
Okay,
true.
and you're the fighter. So what right do they have to tell you how to do your job when they're not there? They're
Yeah.
not fighting the fight with you.
Right.
So yun, think of it that way. Like haters, gen ad. You didn't even afford to get the VIP. You know what I mean? You're just gen ad viewers.
Right. Right.
And
Right.
so unless it's a host who tells me, "Oh, you're doing it wrong," right? Or someone who also does my job and tells me, "Oh, I'm doing it wrong," then I'll listen
Right.
and I'll take it as, diba?
Makes
I'll
sense.
use it. But if it's someone who doesn't have any idea how to do what you're doing, then they don't have the right to hate.
Makes so much sense. Like this is I'm doing my craft. This is not your craft. Like what are you gonna say? But yes, I agree. If someone else, okay, but that's pretty tough. I can imagine how tough that was. Like what happened to you. That is tough.
I wanted to blame someone, like I wanted to reply to them. I did not write the script, la da 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 da, whatever.
Right,
But
right.
diba, it's like throwing little pieces of paper in the street and trying to pick every single one up. Wala, it's already there.
Exactly. But I totally understand why it would tick you off because you're the product. Cara is the product, and it got you said credibility, right? So I mean, but I'm glad that it just disappeared, right? As we were going, okay, they forgot about it at one point,
Yeah.
so it's okay. Ah, wow. So you're in Netflix too? What?
No.
What?
No. That was for Facebook and YouTube, I think. But it was a Netflix sponsored
Oh, I see.
thing.
Okay, cool. But then, I mean, all right. So you were saying that, and I'm jumping here from here to there, but I know that you did the TV5 and stuff like that. Oh, at one point, did you ever get? I hear stuff like people will get like a manager, like an agent to help you book gigs. Did you get one? Did you have, or do you have one until now?
I did. I had like 5 different ones.
Wow, 5. Wow.
I had one. At one point, I was with Viva for like a couple of months. I guess I just couldn't commit. Not that I couldn't commit. We couldn't see eye to eye. Now I don't have a manager. Baka I didn't really want one naman talaga.
Yeah.
To begin with.
Right.
But it's tough. It's tough. I get in a sense that if you're a talent, I don't know how it's gonna be after all this, right? When we go back to hosting live events again and shooting again, but I guess the hard part and what a manager really does for you, apart from of course getting more work for you, getting more connections, talking about the fees,
right?
Maniningil, asking for the fee, and all that. I did have managements, but what can I say about that? You have to find a person who will have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Who will really look out for you, who you can have a relationship with. Professionally, both professionally and a little bit personally. Some people will say dapat professional lang. But I don't know. Like for me, there has to be a certain level of personal relationship. Because if that person knows you, knows what you need, knows what you want, knows who you are, and genuinely cares about you, then it'll just not be about the money and making money out of you.
Right. I think that's what I'm getting at. It's kind of scary. Like, so if I connect it to football, So, in my case, in football, there are some people who try to go. If you're good, they go to you, and they're gonna say, "I'm an agent. Like I
Mm-hmm.
could be your manager and stuff like that." But how do you know if they're legit? Because I've heard. Well, this is just football. I don't know if it's like that also in the world of media and stuff. But in football, it's like they can scam you like crazy. Like tell you oh, we'll go to this country, but you have to do this, blah 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 blah, and then they end up being stuck somewhere else that they don't want to. I don't know if it's like that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's pretty bad. In my head, it's like maybe it's the player's fault also. The player's not doing the diligence to actually check if it's good, legit. It's probably like that for you guys as well, right? You actually do your research as well.
Yeah, I'm sure there are also a lot of managerians
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
Um, yeah, you really have to be careful because this person will handle your life. You know, if it's your career, if you're really committed to it, if this is what you want to do
hmm
and how you're gonna earn your money, then this person as your manager will literally be handling your life, not just your career.
right, right, right. It's a
So you have to be
scary.
careful.
You do have to be careful. Well, I mean, like, I guess like there are gonna be red flags as well. Like if they
Yeah.
say something that seems kind of off, like why? Why would you even? Yeah, they're probably red flags. Nah, I see that. I see. Okay, cool.
Ako siguro my only problem was why I never got to stick with. But I'm good with all of them. Like it was never like a bad
hmm
breakup. It was
hmm
always like, you know, then maybe I can do this on my own first, and then I'll find another one. But I think ako naman I'm on the super praning side. Like I
Okay,
super do. It's hard for me to trust
right,
you because that's how I see it. Because this is my life.
yeah,
You're managing how I'm gonna be making my living.
right,
If you take this away from me, kung lokohin mo ko, edi wala akong paano ko, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
So, I guess an advice if you're looking for a management or if someone is already asking you and you're considering it, try to make a deal first, like a trial deal, because that's usually 70/30
hmm
for earnings, right? 30% goes to the management. But that's still a big amount,
that's big.
right?
hmm
So you can do a trial. For example, if they want to sign you in for 5 years, try ka muna ng 1 year.
hmm
Let's
hmm
let's let's see if something happens in 1 year. If it's good, then let's sign the 4 more years or more.
Right.
If not, we made money out of each other. We supported each other for 1 year. Win-win.
Yeah, I like that sound. Is he okay? He's like,
He wants
yeah.
to go. Can you see him? He wants to go to the
I
bathroom.
do see him. Oh,
Let's
okay.
go.
Okay, go to the bathroom, buddy. It's like, please, please. I love it. I
Please
love
open
it.
the door.
Okay, well, that's okay. So right now that you don't have a manager, how do you book your like? For example, I saw recently that you were in the market gig. You had that thing. Like, how do you get new opportunities now for you?
Mm.
It's like I'm done.
Thankfully, and this is something that I'm really, really, really grateful for, is that, and also important to note, if you want to get into this line of work, is um, how you manage your relationships, how you create relationships and manage your relationships with the people you work with,
Right.
because you never know when you're going to be working with them again. So never burn bridges.
hmm
Um, but yeah, super lucky enough to like now because I don't have a manager and
Right.
I, you know, don't naman have the skills. Maybe I do. I haven't tried, but the actual skills to go out there and it's weird, yeah. If you don't have management, hey, maybe you wanna get me, you know, like
It's.
I don't know how to do it either.
I get
But
you.
I seriously considered it when the pandemic hit. I really
hmm
did, like sending out emails to all my contacts, which I used to do before, by the way. When I used to act for TV.
Okay.
Ganon, mag-i-email ako ng writers sa directors and hi, if you have auditions, maybe please have me in the back of your head and whatever. But anyway, uh, sorry, I'm super ADD. What were we talking about?
Uh,
How do you get your projects?
right. Right. Right.
Okay. These are most of the projects that I get now are with events companies that I worked with before.
Okay.
So if brands come to them, thankfully, siguro natuwa naman sila with the
Yeah.
job that I did. So they'll get me again.
Hmm.
Ganon.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
so it's, yeah.
That's how you got it. Okay. Because I was like, I saw it on Facebook. It's like, oh, wow, you're wearing like full gear mask, and
Oh, that was so hard.
I'm glad they still. It's awesome because I still understand what you're saying. I would think that you're like covered up. I won't understand anything, but wow, that's good. Were you scared? Were you scared that you're out there
Oh,
in the world?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm still so praning.
Yeah.
See, come here. That's
I
why
mean,
it's also like these times. Sometimes I think parang it's gonna be baka it must be easier if I have a manager, no? Because
mm,
of course people are cutting down on costs now,
right,
especially for hosts. Syempre ako, I have to adjust.
right.
I can't give them my regular rates because pandemic, whatever. But I also have to be strong enough
Right.
to stick to the rates na inadjust ko na. Like I'll give a little bit of wiggle room. But
Hmm.
if you go lower than that, kailangan ko na lunukin and just say no
No,
because every time I step out of the house, I'm literally risking my life
you are.
for your event,
You really are.
right?
Yes. I
So,
mean, that's
yun.
scary. That is scary. That's why I was like, when I saw you there, like, whoa, you're not at home. You're somewhere else. Because, like, I mean, I just know that the situation there back home is pretty bad. It's not even pretty bad. It's really bad. And I mean, I can't really say much because over here in Australia, it's bad, but I'm still kind of living a normal
Normal-ish.
life. Yeah, normal-ish life. Like I would understand why people will have like mental breakdowns back in the Philippines because that's tough. Like I would imagine like it's crazy. But yeah, well, although I'm happy that you're still given that opportunity to work and doing something that you
Oh, yeah.
love. Yeah, that's great. I mean, yeah, but yes, it is risky, but galing,
It's
grabe.
scary. Pero, thanks. Nakakatakot siya. Pero, kaya naman eh. Kaya
Yeah.
naman. Of course, you just have to be extra careful. Also, I won't be able to pay my rent if I don't work.
Yeah.
So, it's also a need.
It's a need. It's the real life, right? You gotta do the grind. You gotta do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Man. By the way, I just
Ako na
wanna
yun. What more? People who work, right?
Yeah,
People
yeah,
who really have to get out of the house to earn.
exactly. Right now, is there still like public transportation happening in the Philippines? No.
Yeah, it's already, and it's MGCQ in most areas.
Okay, okay.
So meron na. But
Man,
not still less. Significantly less.
it's that's scary. I don't know. For me, I like my parents. They have their own company. They if their rule is if you can work at home, work at home. Like don't go to work because it's hard. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
they have to try to commute. That's like you said. You're risking your life literally as you go
Mm-hmm.
out, and it's tough. I guess in your case with this whole thing happening, is like the podcast like a source of keeping you sane? What's keeping you sane right now? Like over there.
Pugsley.
Pugsley!
Keeping me sane and also making me go crazy. I don't know what he's crying about, but he's been crying and scratching. But yeah, the podcast, I actually, so I did it when I quit radio, and then I got busy with other stuff, with shoots. Can you hear him crying?
I know, but I love
So
it.
I, so I didn't get to do it for a while, and then I got lazy. To be honest, I got lazy, and then during quarantine, I'm gonna. This is what I'm gonna teach you to do later on. To
Okay,
actually,
great.
where you can actually do your podcast. It's called Anchor.
Oh,
It's free, and you can just get a link from there, send it to whoever you want to do a podcast with, and it's just like you're on the phone with them. And then Anchor, the app, records it for you, and then it distributes it for you for free. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever.
okay. Okay. If I do that, so Anchor the app. Question though, for me a newbie, when you put it in Spotify, whatever, is there payment for that? Do you have to pay to be there? You
No,
do.
I
No.
did when I started. I
Mm-hmm.
did.
Mm-hmm.
This other, I won't na say.
Yeah, don't say it. Yeah,
But
yeah.
this other host, you call it a host, right? I
Mm.
used to pay like $500 a month for 4 episodes. And
Okay.
then sayang nga, because there was like what, 2, 3 months that I didn't even get to post anything.
Okay.
And then I found out during quarantine. I think they boosted it up lang during when the pandemic hit, but I
Yeah.
think it was already existent before. But it's for free. It's
Ooh.
it's for free. You just get on it, you record. It distributes your podcast for free.
Anchor. Got it. I guess
Yes.
I guess like in my case, what I want to do, because I see a lot of people who do podcasts, like they have it both like this, like we can see each other, and as well as it's gonna be in the normal podcast. I'll figure it out. There's gotta be a way to like make this into audio only. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, or you can do both. That's what I did for. I used to do this thing on my Facebook. I called it
Mhm.
After 30 Sunset Saturdays. Also kept me sane
Oh, I
during the
saw that.
pandemic.
Yeah. Okay.
And I just I would download the videos and just extract the audio file from the video and then post that as a podcast.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'll play around with it. Yeah, I mean that's how I do it. I guess speaking of like the technical side to it, did you ever have a team to help you like fix this, whatever, or is it just you? Like you're fixing everything yourself?
When I started up until my the latest episode that I posted last week, it was
Hmm.
just me. I just
Oh,
used
nice.
GarageBand to edit and you know. Um but since I signed with Podcast Network Asia,
Hmm.
I just send the raw file to them and then they're the ones who edit it. But
That
they
is
send it back to
awesome.
me so I can post it.
That is awesome. No, because like I mean I've been watching like YouTube stuff and stuff like that, and it looks like they have a team. It looks like these guys have a team. There's a cameraman. There's a. It's not just them, but I guess in podcast it can just be you, like what you're doing now, right? Yeah. Okay. Very
Especially in the
raw.
beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna jump again because you really enjoyed the time as a radio jock, right? And fun fact, my brother was actually a radio jock for that same station you were
Oh.
in. Wait, what station were you in?
Oh,
Just to make sure.
really?
I just want to make sure. I don't want to say it. You say the station first.
Monster RX 93.1.
Oh, yes, my brother was there as well. My brother,
Oh,
yeah, my eldest brother was a
what
radio.
year?
I do not remember. I think I was probably in grade school. No, a long time ago. A long time
Oh,
ago.
okay, okay,
A
okay.
long time. But he would. I don't know how it worked. Like he was like really early in the morning because he was new, like super early.
Okay.
But
I
he
did
would
that too.
say
Yeah.
he did that too. Cool.
Yeah.
And I think he was with was it Chico? Chico.
Oh, really? Yeah. I
Yeah, for
love
a
Chico.
while. For a while. I mean, it was a long time ago. My brother did that thing, and then like in my other podcast, my TonCast before, I actually said the reason why I wanted to do this because when I heard my brother do that, I felt like, I think I can do this. So and then I started talking to you. Like
Nice.
how did it work? How did you audition for RX?
How did I audition for RX? How did I audition for RX? I just went there.
You
I
just
know.
went,
It was Boom.
mm,
Boom Gonzalez, who's with Magic.
yeah,
He called me. I forget where he got my number, but he called me to audition for Magic
okay.
first. So it was me against Joyce Spring, who also has a wonderful podcast,
Hmm.
by the way. But it was me against her, and she got it. But that was my first time experiencing radio ever, and I didn't really think it was something I would want to do because I always enjoyed being in front of the camera
Right.
and hosting live. And radio is iba siya eh.
Yeah, it's different monster.
Completely different. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, pun
love
intended.
it. I love it.
Uh,
Witty. Okay. So, but it was a week, I think. Parang
mhm.
1 week each kami that we boarded with Boom, and I really, really enjoyed it.
Hmm.
So I really wanted to go on radio. So I think I went to Jam and Monster
Okay. Okay.
and RX.
Wow. So is that owned by the same company? I feel like they're all friends, huh? They're like going around.
Not RX.
Oh, not RX. Okay.
J- Jam, Wave, Magic, K Light, I think, and one more. They're all under
One
one
group.
company,
Okay,
one
understood.
group.
And then I guess my next question is you were saying something about how you had to be fast. I feel like as a radio DJ, you do have to think really quick. And it's hard because you have to capture the audience with your voice. Is there a script given to you beforehand, or do you have to actually make your own? Like, wow, it's up to you. Ikaw na bahala.
Yeah, there's no script.
Wow, all
Unless of
you.
course it's a paid ad.
Right.
Like, you remember hearing those,
Yeah.
they start making kwento and then biglang, oh yeah, but Bear Brand was the blah blah or whatever. Of
Yeah, I remember.
course that's scripted,
Right.
right? It's called a talkie. Those are talkies. But otherwise, you don't have a script.
No script, just you. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then when you were there, I'm assuming there were times that you were alone. You were alone talking
A
in the
lot.
booth. A lot. Because like I would think, so when I was listening to people in the radio, I feel like, man, they're talking a lot. It's good that they don't have a dull moment. Like they just keep going. Because I think that's the scary part. And what if you don't know what to say anymore? Has it happened to you? Like, oh crap, I have nothing to say.
Play a song.
Commercial, play a song. Oh my gosh. So it's happened to you a couple of times.
Oh yeah. Not that I would run out of things to say, because I never run out of things to say, but more like baka blabbering pa. Ayun mo yan. Parang I lost because ADD. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'll start talking, and then in my head I'll start playing this song in a minute, and then I start talking about something else, and then I'm blabbering. And I'm like, what was I talking about? Why why do I have this song again? What I
Yeah.
was coming up with this whole spiel like before playing the song, like a backstory, and then I'll smoothly intro the song, and then wala na, nakalimutan ko na what I was gonna be talking about. Why is I'm Real by J-Lo here again? I forget what I was trying to get at. And then
Oh
I'll
man.
just play. But
Oh
you learn to
man.
laugh at yourself, because once you make a mistake on air, you can't take it back. There are no take twos.
None.
Right?
It's live. Like, get going. Yeah. Wow. It looks like you enjoyed it though. It looks like
I
you
really
really.
did.
Wow. Man.
I used to do 2 to 6 pa, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And Pao
Oh,
actually, Pao waited for me a couple times there.
you know what? I actually remember that. I remember, like, we all wanted to hang out, so we say, "Oh, Cara should come, whatever." And then Paolo would say, "She has work at 2 o'clock in the morning, guys," or something like that. Then I was like, "Oh, okay, stay at home, stay at home." Like it's hard, it's hard, and just for yeah, 2 a.m. to 6. Wow, there are a lot of listeners still. I'm assuming at that time. Are there?
a lot
At
of
na-
a lot of drunk listeners.
Has speaking of drunk, has anyone ever called the station? Like,
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh my god. Oh wow. Like, hey, hello.
Yeah.
Can you please?
A couple times when I was new.
Oh my gosh,
Because I
that's
was also
funny.
doing the graveyard. I was doing 2 to 6 a.m. and that was on a Friday.
Wow.
Well, Saturday morning. So
Okay.
maraming mga just coming home from,
Yeah, they went
dra-
out, they
party.
drove. Yeah, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, cool, cool.
That's how
Wow.
Pao made me lande, by the way.
You know what? Okay, I know this is super. This is okay. Actually, you know what, guys? I've had there's a lot of good information regarding the career path and stuff, but I'm also gonna use this as an opportunity for me to actually know Cara, because as much
I
as
know.
we actually know we're friends, and she's the fiance of one of my best friends. I never really got the chance to actually talk to you. You know, never.
Yeah.
Never, right? So, and I'm
Never.
curious. I am actually curious. Paolo never really told me how he courted you. All I know is that he met you in.
What?
Yeah, no, nothing, nothing. All I know.
Okay, so what do you
What
know?
do I know?
What version do you know?
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
what I know is that he went to was it a birthday party? or a wedding in Siargao,
Yeah.
and that's where
Birthday.
you guys. That's where you guys met. That's where you guys met initially, and
Mm-hmm.
I have a vague memory about it, but that's pretty much what I know. Like he didn't tell me how he like what were his moves. Oh my gosh, this is what I want to know. What were his
He had
moves?
no moves. He didn't even get my number, dude.
What? Wait now. So how did he how did he get to contact you after then? If he didn't get your number?
He stalked me.
He stalked you. That is so interesting. So what happened?
That's my um so we okay, it was his friend's birthday. My friend knew someone from there, dragged me there. I wasn't I think that was our first night and it was raining and I really didn't want to go. I was super ready to sleep. So I
Right.
just threw on a jacket. I was wearing shorts, top was sleeveless underneath. I just wore a jacket because it was raining. No ano no visions of making lande, nothing.
Okay.
Anyone. I was just like, okay, fine, whatever. When I see him there, and he really looked like a friend of mine, but like a gay friend of mine. So I thought,
Paolo,
he
she thought you were gay.
he knows. I told him that.
Okay, continue.
And you know how Paolo laughs, right? And you know how he is when he's like drunk and kind of like, he's very entertaining. Yeah, and he's goofy, right?
Yeah.
So he was doing all that, and I was just like sitting, and he insists that I chose to sit across him.
Okay.
But it was really just because it was closest to the banyo, and I pee a lot when I drink. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But he was so funny, and we started talking about friends, and we were just talking all night. And somewhere along the way, maybe I did find him cute. So I was giving him shots and everything. And there was one point that it was a long table, and it was just the two of us talking
Mhm.
for a while. And then he brought me and my friend, him and his friend brought us to the Sakayan, to the Habal Habal.
Okay.
Didn't even get my number. Nothing. So I was like, okay, whatever. Diba? That was fun. And I knew they were leaving the following day. That was their last night.
Mm.
It's my first night and their last night.
So when you actually met him, because okay, I'm gonna tell you now, Paolo's a good-looking guy. I mean, I think he's a good-looking guy. Paolo, if you're watching this, dude, you're a good-looking guy. You didn't find him good-looking at start. Not really. Ah.
Not that hindi, but not in the beginning. Because maybe because my mindset was I wasn't really looking for anything. Maybe if I was like,
Right.
let's
Prospects.
look for cute guys.
Right.
Also because a guy I dated once was there.
Oh, okay, so it's like, yeah.
Like an actor guy who I dated once was there, and he was like kind of big, whatever. But
Yeah.
I was kind of distracted. But then mas important naman yun. And when I started talking to him,
That's true.
diba? When we started talking to each other, and then that's when I started to realize, uy, parang cute to ah.
Ah, grabe. Okay. So wala siyang moves. So the whole
Wala.
time, wala. Like, he was talking to you like as if...
Didn't nga get my number.
That is so odd.
And then, the following day, my dog died. My baby, my doggy died. So I was heartbroken. I was out of social media.
Right.
But that's when he decided to message me everywhere. He messaged me on Instagram, Facebook, and Instagram again when I didn't reply. Hence the stalking. And then I never replied. I think it took a few 3-4 days maybe. When I got back to Manila, that's when I finally replied to him. And I was on air.
Mhm.
He was, I think, on his way to his birthday party in Tipsy Pig.
Right. I think I heard
Or
about this
something.
one. Yeah, Tipsy Pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he invited me. But I greeted him on air and played him a song. And then, yeah, that's when we started
Wow,
talking.
you greeted him on air. Whoa! I feel like it's like in the movies. I love that. I feel like if I was... God damn, that was good. That's good. I like that. Okay, man. So, no, actually, I think Paolo, what he was doing is he was doing I can't believe I'm saying this, but he was doing like how the kids do it now, sliding into the
What?
DMs, sliding into the DMs. That's what I think. That's what he was doing. That's why he didn't get your number because maybe that's what he was gonna do.
I don't understand why you would choose to slide into the DMs when you already had the perfect opportunity face to face
Yeah,
to
well said.
ask
Touche.
for her number.
That's true.
It worked. It worked.
It worked for him though. Yeah, you guys are talking. So when did he ask for your number then? Like, did he ever ask?
He-
Like he asked.
This is the thing.
Oh.
So we were talking on Instagram. Instagram DMs, right? Talking, whatever. And then at one point I was just like, when are you ever gonna get my number?
You asked him that.
I asked him. I literally said that. Are you ever gonna get my number? So he was like, haha, okay, can I have your number? And I was like, nope.
Whoa!
Of course I gave it.
Of course you gave it. Of course. That is so. So by that time, okay, so you guys are talking. It's pretty obvious that by that time that you both like each other already. I mean, if a girl, I would say, if a girl said, "When are you gonna get my number?" That's like, dude, she likes you already. Come on. Maybe that's it. I mean, no, Paolo's not torpe naman. I don't think he is. Is he?
Really?
Do you think he is?
I don't know. Okay. Is he chick boy? Because my impression was because of all those moves. Maybe now I need to know, dude. Were those moves? Because he seemed like, and I told him this, I think on our second week of dating, and I told him I'm not used to dating nice guys.
Oh shit!
Like I really wanted to end it, na. I swear.
Whoa! You wanted to end it? Okay.
Because, diba? Past Cara, what the hell?
Yeah.
No, because he was too not too nice. He seemed a little too eager at the time. Parang too nice parang you're too much for me. I cannot. Or you're too nice for me. I can't.
Right.
Parang that's what I felt. And I told him that. And he's like, no, sorry, this is not me. It's just, I really like you, whatever. So now I want to know, those are moves?
Okay. All right. You know what? I've heard this story. I have. He did tell me that, you know what? Cara was seeing a different side of me, Paolo said. She wasn't seeing the real Paolo. And he told me that, okay, he told me and the rest of our friends, like, okay, I'm gonna show her the real me. And then I'm guessing it worked because you're engaged to him now. Yeah. So I guess to answer your question, those were his moves, I guess. Like he was
really?
I don't know, man. Like
No. Was he chick boy before?
Okay, what is your definition of chick boy? That's a good question. What is your definition for chick boy?
Sige, let's not use the word chick boy. Was he ever disloyal?
Oh, no.
Was he machicks? No, diba?
No,
he's
no.
He's a genuinely nice guy.
He's a good guy. He's a really good guy. Like I would say you are in good hands. Yeah, like he really good guy. And I would say that he is a gentleman. Is he a gentleman to you?
He is.
Yes, and I think that's great. I think that's plus points, right? But
yeah.
Yeah, like,
and I was so Ton,
yeah.
I cannot even, okay, maybe I won't say this on air, but I had really no regrets, but I had really bad taste in men before. Bad taste in a sense, no, sorry man if meron man sa kanilang makarinig nito, but like, I dated bad boys.
Right.
And I was never attracted to good guys.
Mm.
So, sanay akong, you know what I mean? And like,
I get you.
Pao opens the door for me. Pao OA stands in front of me when we're on an escalator because I might fall. I don't.
Yeah. So that's new to you.
No.
You know.
That's so new to me. We even fought about that.
What?
So I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I'm being a gentleman. No, you're not. I can stand on my own. I'll tip over
Right.
on an escalator. We had to meet somewhere in the middle because to me, as a person who has never experienced a guy like Pao,
Right.
found it, what's the word? Insulting that you think I can't take care of myself. Parang
Yeah.
ganon.
I could see that. I can see that. I could definitely see that. You know what? Yeah, that's true. Like a lot of girls now, they're not used to that, and like you said, it could be a bit insulting, and I don't know where to draw the line. Like I don't know, like if you should when to be a gentleman and stuff like that, right? I would like I can open the door for you. Will that be a problem or something like that? Because it kind of looks like that the girl can't handle herself.
Mhm.
Is that how you felt?
Yeah. But that depends din naman kasi on how nasa sa tao na yun eh, like how the
Yeah,
person is gonna take it, right?
right.
Again, if I was used to that, I wouldn't see it that way. But because I wasn't, and I saw it differently.
Right.
That wasn't his fault. That was not his fault at all. He was
Yeah.
really just being a gentleman.
Right.
Diba? It was this
No, because
effed
you
up head.
you had a different. It's all about experience. Like
Yeah.
you were so used to this. It's not the same. And you see this in movies. I don't know what. There's some movies like that. Like, oh my gosh, who's this guy? Stuff like that. But yeah,
I
okay.
swear talaga, that's so funny. He's like, baba kami ng stairs. Like, the stairs are steep. Wait, I'll go ahead of you. And I stopped and I was like,
What?
come on. Like, what? I'll fall?
Oh my
I
god.
don't understand.
So now that you guys talked about it, is he still doing that? Like, does he still go in front of you in the stairs or something? Or
When we cross the street na lang,
yeah,
mga
like
ganon,
he'll
like
be
he'll
in
go on the
the
other side.
right.
With carrying bags, before he offered to carry like a small bag. I mean, it wasn't naman a purse, but it was an okay bag. It wasn't hindi siya luggage, right? But he
Yeah.
offered to bring it for me, and I was really like, what? What? No.
Right.
You're bringing my purse? No, this is my girl purse. It's part
Right.
of my ensemble.
I see that. You know what? Because of this, I'm actually learning that there actually might. It's good to be a gentleman, but there might be some things that guys, don't do it. Like for example, holding the bag like that. That's it.
Please don't.
Yeah, don't. Guys, you're listening. Don't hold the bags. Don't hold the bags. But yeah, I mean, if she can hold it, like a small purse, come on, dude, she can hold it. But if it's like grocery bags, I would say sure, why not? But
Offer to help, diba? Offer.
oh,
Always, I think it's always better to offer, not insist or like don't do it right away.
yeah, I agree. I mean, I think that's you got it spot on. Just offer. That's already being a gentleman. Just offer. And if she says no, okay, dude, cool. Oh my gosh, man, this is so.
Don't also get insulted.
Yeah, don't.
Kasi some
Yeah.
guys will also be, diba? Parang, no, I can do this. Diba? Parang,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
true.
stepping on your ego or anything. It's just, okay.
That's true. Do not get insulted. Ah, man. Oh my gosh, learning. Okay. No, because I feel like Paulo. I mean, okay, we studied in a school wherein the slogan was private school for like. I mean, it's they groom gentlemen and stuff like that. That was our high school and stuff like that. And but yeah, and I think that's why he's like that. And I have to give props to the school and his mom.
Yeah.
I think his mom raised him really well, and that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you're gonna get. That's it. But yeah, but like you said, like no one is perfect, and I guess he's learning as he's with you. But wow, man, I'm so happy for you guys. I'm glad. I mean, you guys gonna get married. It's
Thank
amazing.
you.
Wow. I
I
guess
know. I can't wait.
yeah, you can't wait. Yeah, I mean, oh man, yeah, I can't wait either. It's supposed to.
We were supposed to did you know that we were supposed to just like get married civilly
He did tell me that.
end of the month?
He did tell
Yeah.
me that. Yeah,
And
yeah.
he has a ring na. I already have my ring. He already has his ring. And he just got his yesterday, I think, or the other day. So he called me on FaceTime and he was nakaganto. He's like, "Hi, baby." He's like, "Don't
What
you?" So I'm like, "Oh my god!"
what a loser. The thing is, I can imagine him do that. It's like, oh my gosh, that guy. Oh man. He is one. I mean, okay, from all our friends, he's the funny guy. I love it. And I have to admit, so I used to work with him before. We had like a stall meet halfway and stuff like that. And I learned so much from him because he knows his stuff. He knows that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know it. And I did learn a lot from him. And I'm proud of the guy. Uh, yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I'm happy for the both of you. And I think you
Thank
guys I
you.
think you guys are a good mix. So that's good. Yes. Well
Thank you. I'm
done.
glad you think so.
Yeah, of course. I mean, okay, I guess since we're here already and then we got the information I needed for the podcast and how to be an artist and stuff like that. I guess since we're talking about Paolo and you and Paolo, I was thinking like, okay, I wanted to end things with a game.
Okay.
It should be great if Paolo's around, but yeah, just have you. Great. So it's called like
Next time, i-FaceTime natin siya.
yeah, actually. And I was thinking like it's a game called Who is More Likely? Who is in your relationship? Who is who? That's it. So all you have to
Okay.
tell me if it's you or Paolo. That's it. It's a very
Ang
easy
hirap,
game.
wala siya dito to ano.
I know, and that's the
To
fun part
like.
because you it's up to you because later on when
No
I
one's here
call
to confirm.
exactly like when I get to talk to him because I usually do this I call so we have a group in Messenger and I just do a video call. It's like I'm fishing and I'm waiting for someone
Whoever
to
picks up.
yeah, and it's like, oh, I got
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
And it's so nice that we're in, let's say, usually Miel picks it up first. And then after a while, I've been talking to Miel for like 10 minutes already. And then someone else pops up. Oh my gosh, it's Paolo. You
That's
know,
so nice.
so yeah, I'm sure we're gonna talk about it. But yeah, let's do this game. All right. Who
Okay,
is more
let's do it.
likely? Great. So these are I
Yeah.
have 10 questions, very easy.
Okay.
Between you and Paolo. I mean, you guys have been dating for a while. You're engaged. You're gonna get married. Who is more romantic from the both of you?
Pao.
Wow. Okay, Paolo. What is the most romantic thing he's ever done
Definitely
for you?
Pao.
Oh, on the
What's the
spot.
most romantic thing he's ever done for me? Oh, I remember coming home from work, a long, long day of hosting,
Mhm.
and here in our condo. And he cooked dinner. He cooked steak. He cooked pasta. He he brought all the paintings outside to the balcony. He brought this nice lamp outside, and he hung like
Wow.
a curtain or something. He put flowers, fake flowers, and whatever. He put the plants outside. Just like and he did a whole setup in the balcony for nothing, just
Like
because.
just because, dude. Ah, I love that. Wow, I didn't know. Wow, Paolo, if you're watching, grabe. Ah. Wow, look at
He's
you.
really romantic. He's such a sweet guy. He loves
Although,
surprises.
although I think Paolo is the. Would you say he's like the hopeless romantic kind of guy, and you're more logical? Just is there balance? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah.
guess.
Okay, got it. Next, from the both of you, who is more protective?
Parang me.
Ah, so you check up on him. Like, how are you? Are you okay? Like that? What time? You're that
Yeah,
you're the
me.
protective
Definitely
type.
me. Yeah,
Ah, that's
definitely me.
interesting. Okay.
He's
Oh,
I learned that from him. Siya naman, he's too sometimes he can get too comfortable. Like you know how because again I used to date a-holes, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and and I've been cheated on a few times and whatever. So
yeah.
merong ganon, like there's a certain level of praning. So for
Understood.
example, when I'm out, like he never like he will only, "Hi babe, let me know when you're there. Okay, love you, take care, have fun." And then he goes back to sleep. And he never checks up on me. And I'm like, Why is he not worried? Diba? So, para akong nare-reverse psychology. Ako pa tuloy yung at 2 a.m. Hi. So, we're here at blah, blah, blah. Like,
Oh, you're the one just like updating him.
because he doesn't. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
And like siya naman, when he would go out, because me, I'm preening,
Yeah.
right? If he doesn't reply for like, what, an hour or two in my head, hala, he's talking to girls, that's why he's not replying. His phone's nakabaliktad on the table and whatever, right? Especially
Right.
when we just started dating.
Yeah.
We had a huge fight. We had a huge
Interesting.
fight. He was like,
Okay.
I don't understand why you don't trust me. Like, why do you trust me too much?
Oh my gosh, that is so interesting. Okay. But I have to say, speaking of protect, so you would ask how he is. Paolo would open up to us from a lot. And he's never said that he was, sakal. Never. And that's great.
Oh, really?
He never told us that. So I love it. I feel like,
Aww.
you know what's good there? I think you've mastered the line of being, you just care and sakal. So
Yeah.
and that's awesome. That is awesome. Lucky Paolo. Okay, great.
Siya kasi nga di ba? Parang unfair naman if I'm super protective tapos siya, wala, nothing. Like ako pa yung,
You're like, did you not care? Paolo, do you
hello,
not care?
I'm on my way home.
Is he still like that now? Or is it like things are changing a bit?
Well, I don't know. LDR has changed us both a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. That
Like,
does
it's been a
change
year.
lot.
It's been more than a year. It's been a year and a half.
Wow.
I think we trust each other a lot more now.
That's great. That's great. And I guess being engaged is like it increases the trust also. Ah, okay. No. Paolo's mine. You're mine already. Sorry.
No.
Then his Paolo's like, Cara's mine now. She's got the ring. We're good. Yeah. Okay, I like think that. But okay, cool. Next,
Okay.
from the both of you, who is the funnier one? Wow, you're actually thinking about it. I was like, whoa! I was actually thinking you were gonna say Paolo. Wow. Okay. Please let me know.
Okay. Let's make this clear. Paolo is like slapstick funny. He's kenkoy, right?
Yeah, kenkoy nga.
He's goofy funny.
Right.
I'm witty funny.
Okay. That's true. So you're witty and he's more of like, okay, get it. I can see why it's hard now. So who do you think though?
Is funnier. Fine, let's just say him. Let's.
Wow, bait ah. Okay. All right. Now I know you've been cooking like a lot lately, right? So I would ask now, who is the better cook? Paolo cooks too.
Pow.
Okay, Paolo. Wow, hands down. Okay, that was quick.
Down, pow. I still call him. Call him, babe. How do I wait? Okay, you have to show me like on FaceTime. I'll show him. It's boiling na. Okay, what do I do? I'll put the salt, whatever. Like I still call him.
Oh, wow. So would you say that when you're married, like you live together, he'll be the one cooking? He'll be like, hey, cook this.
He'll be the one cooking the complicated dishes.
Right.
I'll be the one cooking the Pinoy food because he also really just learned how to cook like sinigang, adobo, and stuff, which I love. When we started dating,
really?
According to him.
Okay.
I don't know if that was also just a move or whatever, but
okay.
But yeah, so I think when we're married, I'll be cooking the Filipino stuff. I'll be cooking like mom's, sunny side up and mom's sinigang, whatever. And then dad's steak, dad's pasta.
Yeah. Okay. Because I know, because I've been following you guys and I know Paolo cooks and I've seen you've been cooking and the things you're cooking, like, wow, it looks really good. Like, wow.
Yay.
Galing. Nice. Okay. This is actually my favorite question from all of this. Because I believe that in a relationship, someone's hotter, someone's more attractive, So from the both of you, who do you think is the more attractive one?
Me! Joke lang.
No, hey, just if you think it's you, just go.
Wait. Like this.
Hmm.
Hotter.
Hotter. I mean, like,
Let's say me, because I'm 32 and I work freaking hard for it. Okay,
and I see
I work
that.
hard for this body. Okay.
Yes.
So if only for that, I will say I'm hotter. But like face wise, I think Pao's more attractive. Like Pao has a pretty face.
He's a pretty boy. That's why.
He's a pretty face.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I see it now. So hotter, Cara, pretty face. Okay, got it. Okay, this is interesting. Next, between the both of you, who is most likely to be the troublemaker? Like, who gets into trouble most of the time? Like clumsy, whatever. I don't know.
Oh, me.
You get like, oh my gosh, Paolo, something happened. Is that more?
Oh no. But can it be both?
It can be both. So it's balanced.
We're both clumsy.
Right.
Clumsy. You know Pao's clumsy too, right?
He is very clumsy. Oh my
so
god.
am I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kayo na talaga. Kayo nga, pare. It's you guys. Oh my gosh. All right. Okay, I think, you know what, this will be my last question. I know I said 10, but this will be my last one.
Okay.
I mean, you've been in a relationship for a while, and things can be like, you know, you get to arguments. So you get to know the person a little bit more. Like, oh my God, this is Paolo. Oh my God, this is Cara. Who's more patient, though? Like, you know, yeah. Who's more patient between the both of you? Paolo's the more patient one. So I'm curious to ask Paolo this question as well. Like all the question I asked.
Let me know.
Yeah, I will. I actually ask him that. But you think Paolo's the more patient from both of you?
It's hard to like. Okay, Pao, and of course you know this about him because you've been friends.
Yes, for a long time.
Pao is short-tempered.
He is.
He is, and he has quite a temper, right?
He does. He does.
But I think in this relationship he learned because, but also at the same time he's the kind who will want to talk about it. Like, let's fix this now.
Right.
Ganon. So like right now. Ako naman, I've always thought I was that type to like sit down and fix it now, but. I don't know, for some reason with him, I was like, it's too much. Give me a few hours to like cool off. Kasi nga, ang taas niya, andito siya eh. Hindi pwedeng andito kami pareho, di mag-aaway lang kami, di ba?
True.
So for me, there has to be, wait, di ba? Cool down. And then, let's talk about it when I think we've both arrived at, and I say that Pao is more patient because, siya na yung, paano ba? He really waits it out. Like, we'll both shout. We'll both be angry. Tapos ako yung, I'll just keep quiet na lang. And he'll be like, but I'm still angry. Tapos siya yung, okay, I'm sorry. Let's fix this. Like, sometimes, even if it's not his fault, he'll call back and he'll just say, it's still your fault, but I'm sorry. Let's fix this.
It's your fault. Well, let's fix this. Okay. Hey, you know what? And I think that's the most important thing, right? I mean, basing of what I'm hearing from you guys, like, communication's good. And, you know, as cliche as it sounds, like, communication's key. But yeah, it is true, right? And, you know, when you get married, it's a different kind of game. Not saying it's a game, but, like, it's different. Yeah.
Life is a game.
Life is a game!
Yeah. I think we had this one, I think yung pinaka-major breakthrough namin, sorry, I'll just share it like real quick.
Of course.
When we were fighting at one point. Si Pao kasi when he's angry, you know? And then when he's proven wrong, but he's still angry, he'll find something else to be angry about because he needs to win. He needs this win because he's angry. I'm also that way. You know, sometimes. But we had a breakthrough moment where I just said, you know, Pao, I think this was after the engagement, our first major fight after being engaged. I said, I love you with all my heart. I know I'm gonna marry you. I'm very, very angry at you right now. But I know at the end of this fight that I'm still going to want to be with you.
Right. Right.
Hello, Don?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here. I don't know.
You froze! Oh no, is that my...
You froze too. Oh no. Hello.
Hello? Ayan, okay, you're back.
I was like, you froze, then I froze. Okay. Anyways.
Oh, I froze too. Okay. Your face was like this.
And your face was like this. I hope you don't mind. In my head, I was like, oh shit, her face is frozen. I hope she doesn't mind. But anyways, yeah.
No.
You said
Where did you lose me?
So last thing I heard was, I love you with all my heart. And I know
Okay.
after this fight, boom, frozen. Go.
Okay. I said after this fight, I'm still gonna want to be with you and I'm still gonna want to marry you. It's not even, like, I don't care who wins this fight anymore. It's not even about winning.
Mm.
It's just about, okay, you're angry, I'm angry, but let's figure out a way to fix this. I don't care who wins.
Yeah, okay. And wow. That is the most, okay, I'm not trying to kiss ass here, but that is the most that is the most mature thing I've heard someone say regarding a relationship. I've never heard that. Like, I just want to fix it. I don't care who wins. Let's just fix it. And I've never heard that before. And thank you for sharing that. And it's making me think also. Like, all right. Yeah, in my relationship, I should be doing that. Like, pride aside, I don't care. Let's just fix it. I love that. Thank you. Wow. Man, this podcast. It's like crazy. Yeah. I love it. Golden. It's about fear and stuff like that. But yeah, and I think my favorite though, I know it's supposed to be about like media and how to get there, but my favorite is getting to know you.
Yeah, mine too.
I was like, yeah, it's so fun. Okay. Well, yeah. Anyways, but Cara, thank you so much for joining my podcast. I know you're busy, and thank you for giving your time. I'm blessed for that. # blessed. But yeah, and if anyone's watching, you are free to check out her podcast. It's After 30 with Cara Eriguel. It's in Spotify and Apple Music. Was it? Yeah. Wow. Look at that. I'll get used to this. Don't worry. And then yeah. Thank you so much, guys. And this is TonCast episode 6. See you guys. Bye.